All right, I'm going to try the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Monday, July 15th, set today by Vulcan, who's usually on the easier side. And I know from Thomas, a regular viewer, that it's the same setter as Imogen. All right, let's see what Vulcan has. Wild horse in EastEnders has to die. Is it a hidden clue? I don't think so. EastEnders, why is it written that way? Was that the same way as the television program? Could it be the end of East has to die? No, I'm not saying it. Let's try the Downs. A dainty bit to eat, run out for wine. I'm thinking a dainty bit to eat can be called a morsel, which is a great word. And if you take R for run away from it, which comes from cricket, you get, do you say Moselle? Moselle, which I have heard of as a wine. Ooh, so now our horse, well, a Mustang comes, yeah, so EastEnders is telling us a Cockney pronunciation. So I suppose has to die, must hang. Not that anyone is hung anymore, in Britain anyway. Here we go. So how about use heroin to grow very fast? Okay, it's a double definition. One way of using heroin, I suppose, would be to shoot up, just like a plant that grows very fast. Thunderstruck one day. Ooh, odd comes to mind, and A is one, and wed, short for Wednesday. All right. Accelerate and foolishly persist in sporty effect. I'm thinking sporty effect is the definition. What's that first part of the hyphenated word? Has to be go. Oh, God, I haven't thought of go faster stripes in a long time. But that is what would be said in a sort of jeering way about somebody who puts stripes on the side of their car to make it look like it's going faster. So I think accelerate is go faster. Yes, and foolishly is telling us to anagram persist. So it's a very clever clue. Foolishly persist, and I like it. All right, how about chosen pen, so fork out. Oh, I think out is an anagram indicator, and so maybe pen, so fork. It's funny, it isn't showing the thick line between the 6 and the 3, but I'm thinking the anagram is spoken for. So if something has already been chosen by someone else, it is spoken for. I like it. How about dead on time? Hardly. Yes, I think we've had many variations on this as a double definition. If you're dead, you are the late so-and-so. And if you're not on time, you are late. All right. So making good progress in the top left. Let's try the top right. Leaf, insects, colorful display. Ooh, I've no idea even what the definition, could it be a double definition? Some kind of leaf insect? Is a cricket a leaf insect? Colorful display monitor. Monitor lizard. No, I'm wondering if leaf could be a page in a book. So maybe P plus insect, but I'm not seeing it. All right, fireplace at home. No end of delight. Fireplace, I'm thinking hearth, but without its end, maybe removing the H. But heart isn't delight, so I don't think it's that. How about team almost broke into a holiday home? Oh, yeah, I wonder if it is a team. Oh, I'm thinking of a football team. I think they're still in the Premier League, Aston Villa, because a villa would be a holiday home. Aston almost broke into. Almost. I'm wondering if it's a villa going around STON. And I do remember the phrase stony broke. I don't know where that comes from. Is it rhyming slang or. But are they using stony as a synonym for broke? I'm not sure I ever heard it on its own. Excuse me. Although if I heard someone say, "Oh, I'm stony," I think I would know what they meant. Well, let's leave it for now. These downs should help to confirm or deny. No paragon a stern criminal who may face expulsion. Let's see, it's of course going all the way across or all the way down, so it's 15 letters. No paragon, A is 10, plus the stern makes 15, and criminal is telling us to anagram that. But nothing is coming to me. What would the three-letter word be? Something not something. Who may face expulsion? Someone being voted off the island, or no, I don't see it. Feel sad about national parties' complaints. I wonder if it could be complaints like illnesses of some kind. Maybe it's the other kind of complaint. Feels sad. What is the national party with a V? No, don't see it. Our group follows Nurse Bell. The first part seems like wordplay. Something for our group is going to follow nurse, and is it going to then mean bell? Tinkler? I don't know. What's another? A nurse, of course, RN, isn't that a registered nurse? Of course, could be the verb to nurse, tend. No. Others hold music to be healing. Ooh, again, the first part seems like wordplay. Something for others goes around music. And it's going to mean healing. Therapy? Oh, yes. The others are they, and the music is rap. I like it. All right, so our leaf insect ends in a T. Doesn't really help me. Ah, good, it's not heart. Fireplace. At home can be in. No end of delight. No, don't see it. Cheer pilot maneuvering this. Well, 10 letters, I'm thinking we're going to maneuver our anagram cheer pilot. And it must be an and lit where the definition provides the wordplay provides the definition of the answer cheer pilot. So pilot, what would they maneuver? Oh, no, I don't see that one either. Crab scraping on the roof. Ooh, that's a good one too, but don't see it. Get laptop going again to show holiday pictures. Well, get laptop going again could be reboot, restart. Yeah, I don't follow that one either. Summary of long film, almost a long book. A long film is often epic. So I'm trying to think of some word for a summary that might begin with epic, and then a long book could be a tome. Epic tome. Now there is epitome, but I don't think that's a summary in any sense. I think an epitome is somebody who represents something. But maybe the almost is referring to the long film almost, followed by the tome. I think that's close enough that I'm going to look up the definition of epitome. Ah, yeah, so epitome, a representative or perfect example, but also can be a brief summary as of a book or article. Oh, I've never heard of that meaning of the word, so I learned something new today. How about shade tormented here? Well, I'm thinking an anagram of shade, and I'm thinking Hades, as in a shade can be a ghost or a spirit, and maybe a spirit is tormented in Hades. All right, let's do the last down. Elevated, temperature and pressure. All right, I think there's going to be a T for temperature, but it's going to be a 3-letter word for elevated. And then that's going to mean pressure or vice versa. The whole word means elevated and it's T plus a 3-letter pressure. PSI. No, not thinking of anything else. All right, let's go back to the crosses. Football is our world, more or less. I'm thinking more or less is the definition. So something like approximately, but I don't see it. And then I don't understand the wordplay. Football is our world? No. How about make home in a motor yacht pardon? Though having the Y at the end and having a Y in yacht is making me wonder if could motor be an anagram of yacht? Yeah, make. Then what's make? Is make home the definition, or is pardon in a motor yacht? No. Um, Charity? No. Yeah, I. Pardon, of course, could be one of the short words that we say, like EH. No. Very high temperatures in an area of sea. Very high. Yeah, I've not sure. V for very, maybe. Oh, high could be on drugs or temperatures. Could that just simply indicate this ends in TS? And it's going to be an area of C. Don't see it. Old aristocrat holding new key. I think maybe the definition is old. And we're going to have a word for an aristocrat, like an earl or lord. And inside that, we're going to put N for new and a key. I mean, could E be the key? And it's NE. So lord would be lorned. I don't think that means old. What else could it be? Aristocrat. King? No. Yeah, not sure. Maybe the E is part of the aristocrat. Oh, peer. But what would be PEN, something ER, meaning old? No. Try to stop how old we are going on record. Oh, I'm wondering if how old we are is our age. Going on record, try to stop. Oh, I think disc. Oh, of course. Yes, a record is a disc. And then how old we are is our age. I like it. Now, ooh, this should be gettable. Affected by drugs in school. So I think just like I saw high before, I think the answer is high. And a type of school, particularly in the US, is a high school. Although, funnily enough, my Christian Brothers school in Dublin was called a high school, which was very go ahead of them at the time, I think. All right, at it as a minimum. Ooh. So I'm wondering if it's a phrase at something. Well, at least, I suppose. Yeah, so if it represents the answer at least as a minimum, I'm not 100% sure in that of that, but because it does seem a little loose as a definition. Anyway, ooh, how many people complete an entire jumbo? Now, is that a reference to jumbo crosswords? Or is there some other meaning in Britain, Like maybe it's a type of meal. How many people complete an entire jumbo? But I immediately think of the jumbo airplane. Could it be a plane load? I'll put it in and we'll see. I know Simon in Cracking the Cryptic did one recently where the answer was colander, and it was defined as someone you finish a plane journey with, a co-lander. So maybe that was in the back of my mind. Plane load, yeah, possibly. Hope a lot are happy on one's birthday. Oh my goodness. I have no idea how to read that. And the S ending is confusing me. I wonder if it could be a double S ending. Success. Maybe a word for hope. Oh, maybe an NESS. Yeah, I don't see it. How about naive, like the National Gallery after a heist? Again, we end in an S. This could be an ESS ending as well. Naive, I think, is going to be the definition. National Gallery could be NG, but I don't think that's going to go after a word for heist. Oh, I think it's a punning second definition that after a heist, the National Gallery might be artless. And you would say that about somebody who has no ulterior motives. They are artless or naive, I suppose. Oh, there's our T, I think, for temperature. So then elevated is the first three letters, but what's a word for pressure? I don't see it. I'm thinking ENT, EST, EAT. No, don't see it. All right, let's go back to our scrab, scraping on the roof. I wonder if it's a crab as in a person, maybe? I'm trying to think of some word for a crabby person. And so maybe it's a short word for scraping, which could be leftovers from food. And that goes on the roof. What's a short word for roof? No, I don't see it. And here's our, restart. Ah, it is restart because rest is a holiday and pictures are art, just like artless. I think that's it. All right, now our very high temperatures in an area of sea. Yeah, and I'm not sure about that T. Let me take that out. No, still don't see it. Oh, I do have some letters for this other 15-letter one. Oh, what's that last word? No paragon, a stern. Oh, a persona non grata, of course. There we go. I'm not sure about the definition, who may face expulsion. I always thought it was just someone you ignored. Let me just check that. It looks like the formal definition is a diplomat who is not acceptable to the government to which they're sent, or a person who is not welcome in a foreign country. And so they may be expelled from the country. I didn't realize that meaning. I think I've just heard it used more generally. All right, our leaf insects, colorful display. No, I don't see it. Let's see, how about, here's our make home in a motor yacht. Pardon. Yeah, I don't see it. If it is A plus an anagram of yacht, then we just need one other letter, maybe an H, another H. No, that can't be right. Pardon. Oh, apology, of course, could be a pardon. Oh, and I didn't think about, maybe it was a hidden clue, but it's not that. Could it be apology? Make home in a motor. Yeah, I don't love that. That would have 7 down ending in an O. Could it be a musical instrument bell? There is some cantabile or something, or yeah, I don't know. Is there? Yeah. All right. Here's our. Yeah. Let me try this anagram of cheer pilot, and hope we see something useful. Oh, a helicopter, of course. Yes. Well done if you spotted that before I did. All right. The eye might be a little bit useful. No, it doesn't actually. Very high. Well, very high temperatures, of course, could be fevers. In an area of sea. Now, I think I'm going to have to resort to wordplays.com and see what 7-letter words fit this pattern. Well, I see the word straits, which would be an area of sea. But I don't see the very high temperatures. Unless, because there are 2 T's, so, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to actually go ahead and use the check this button. Oh no, it's not right. All right, back to the drawing board. All right, I'll have another bite of the cherry, and if it's not this, then I'll just click the reveal button. But another word suggested by wordplays.com was 40s, and I do have a recollection there's something maybe called, not the Roaring 40s, maybe, but was it at the decade? But I think there is, maybe it's at the 40 degrees mark where the seas are quite rough. Is that it? But then I'm thinking if temperatures in centigrade are in the 40s, then those are very high temperatures. So let's check that one. All right, that is the correct answer. Let me see what the C reference is. All right, it is actually the Roaring 40s. Oh, the Roaring Twenties was the decade. Okay, they are strong westerly winds that occur in the southern hemisphere between the latitudes of 40 and 50 degrees south. And looks like they're just south of Australia. All right. So that F is useful. Crab. Oh, there is a, yes, a fiddler crab. But if somebody is playing the fiddle, then they are scraping, and of course, fiddler on the roof. Yes, I'm not sure if it's a triple definition or just, yeah, I think it's just double crab. Or who would be scraping on the roof would be a fiddler. All right. Hope a lot. Oh, yeah, now I see it. Many happy returns. I think it's just a cryptic definition. Hope a lot are happy on one's birthday. Yeah, I think that's all it is. Oh, I never thought that old, of course, is O. And then I think we're going to have an aristocrat holding an N. And the definition is going to be key. Let me pause and think. All right, I've thought again about my aristocrat possibly being a peer, and now it makes more sense to have an opener, but how is an opener key? Oh my goodness, I think because a key opens a door, it's being called an opener. That's tricky. All right, just one left on the left-hand side. Football is our world, more or less. Now, what's going to come before the P? An S, possibly, or a vowel A. Football is our world. Wow. No, I think I'm going to have to use word plays for this one too. Oh my goodness, it's another sort of playful, cryptic definition, a sphere. So a football is a sphere in our world. I think we're a little flat at the poles, but otherwise we are spherical. Goodness gracious. All right, how about feel sad about national parties' complaints? Well, again, I wonder what can come between the V and the O. I'm thinking an I. Feel sad goes about a national party. And that's going to make some type of complaints, I think. I'm going to run through the alphabet, think what else this could be. No, but I'm not seeing anything. But then I just realized that, of course, apology I wasn't very sure of. So let's check that. No, there's another one wrong today. All right, but that does make me feel a little bit better that I couldn't think of anything that matched without that. I think the wordplay is feel sad going around a national party, and the definition is complaints. I think it's going to end in S. And this one, our group follows Nurse Bell. Yeah, don't see that one either. This one should be gettable. Yeah, let me pause and think about this. All right, well, I did have to go to wordplays.com and I saw the word pageant and I realized, when I said leaf could be page, it literally is the word page, and then an insect is an ant, and a pageant is a colorful display. Ooh, so now, yes, grieves, I think, is going to be feels sad. and the national party is the ANC in South Africa, and grievances are complaints. All right. Fireplace at home could be in, and then no end of delight. So it's a word for delight, four-letter word without its final letter. And it's going to, I should know a fireplace. Oh, unless it's punning fireplace. No, but I think it might be an old word. Oh, I'm thinking delight could be glee. And for some reason, the word ingle is coming to mind. Let me pause and look that up. Yes, an ingle is an open fire in a fireplace. All right. Now our make home in a motor yacht. Pardon. Yeah, just not seeing it. And then the other one that's left. Oh, actually, we also have this one. Elevated temperature and pressure. Yeah, I'm going to go through the alphabet thinking if it's ENT, what could come first? EST, EAT, and we'll see what I come up with. Well, I started with EAT and I thought of, oh, how about heat? Could be pressure. Feel the heat. And of course, that's also elevated temperature. So it's not wordplay. I think it's just a double definition. Well, let's check this. It is correct. Okay, thank goodness. All right, but I've nothing for my make a home. And our group follows Nurse Bell. Angular. Yeah, let's see. Our Angolan. Our group follows Nurse Bell. Now, let me check word plays to see if there are any other words that fit. Well, I should have thought of this word, although I think the definition of bell isn't very clear. But growing up in Ireland, of course, every day at 12 noon and 6 p.m. they played, I don't think they still do, maybe they do, the Angelus on television and radio with the bell ringing. And so I think our group is us. And I think nurse is an angel. I don't know if that's a nickname, maybe for a nurse. I'll have to check 15 squared for that because I don't completely follow it. But ooh, there's a interesting S. Make home in a motor yacht. Pardon. Oh, I don't see that. All right, back to wordplay as I go. Of course, amnesty is a pardon. So let's see. Oh, nest must be home. Make in a motor. Oh, can motor yacht be abbreviated to MY? I wasn't familiar with that. But the word amnesty, of course, makes me think of Alias Smith and Jones. We all had the introduction of that memorized. Just you, me, and the governor will know about it. Anyway, that was tricky enough for a Monday and for Vulcan. Some head scratchers there. Although I think I follow all of them once I got the answer, but let's go ahead and check all Everything else still seems to be there. Let's head on over to 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Andrew, who thinks it's a much easier puzzle, but still with thought needed for some clues. Looks like, oh yes, Stony Brook. A nest in AMY, all right. 40s Celsius. Yeah. And returns just on your birthday. Many happy returns. Oh, and plane load, sure enough. So I think the only one, oh yeah, just confirmation. An angel is a nurse. Yeah, not familiar with that. All right. Bit underwhelmed. Too many fairly loose. I would say there were just a few I thought were loose, but no real complaints from me. All right, well, I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. Thanks as always for watching, and have a great day.